We're here with the UGFA, man. We're going to give you this with this 1090J guy, a.k.a. the Michelin Tire Man, a.k.a. Bobby motherfucking Hill. We in here. UG. Okay, people, we got 1090 Jake, a.k.a. Bobby Hill, all grown up in the hood. Talking on Adam 22, you know what I mean, aka Jekyll 22, having an interview with Bobby Hill, the king of the hill. God damn it, Bobby. And he's explaining some things on how he was trying to get in where he fit in, but basically he's just one of them Caliban kind of kids, you know what I mean? One of them dudes that's just lashing out trying to get some attention because he didn't get no attention when he was young, so he wanted to show out because it's just a cry for help, just like all them tattoos and all that stuff like that. You know what I mean? You look out of place, man. But anyway, man, I'm going to let y'all be the judge of it like I always do. I got 1090 Jake getting the interview with Adam 22 on the No Jumper, and they discussing some things. I'm going to let y'all hear it, and we're going to tell y'all what's really going on about this year. Subscribe to the station.
I lived in a bunch of different neighborhoods. So one thing about me, I don't claim a specific neighborhood because I've always moved. I've always switched schools. So at one point, I went to one school. There was one black kid in the whole school. It was an all-white school.
Right.
But me, I don't have the money, so I'm not dressing the same way. I'm not looking the same way, so I'm standing out. I'm not acting the same way. That's when I started noticing differences.
Now, this is where the cry for help comes in at. You know what I mean? He's going to get to that part where he's crying for help. So Bobby Hill is crying for help. He needs some help, y'all. But nobody helped the kid, and this is what goes on in America, man. You know what I mean? So then we got these guys right here faking and jaking and snaking and faking and doing all this type of stuff, man. So you know what I mean? A good kid gone bad because they didn't seek the attention that they wanted, and every time that he looked around, he was getting shoved off. So, you know what I mean? He was crying for help then, and nobody heard him. So this is what he turned in, and this is what he turned out to be. I'm going to let him tell you in his words. It's his story.
I had someone come over my house to hang out, and they view my house, they looking kind of crazy. And then their parents don't want me to hang out with their kid, little shit like that.
Right.
And then once I moved with my father, got back into the city, I fit right in.
Right. Definitely. So you get in trouble in school and stuff? Because did you have that anger that sort of pushed you in that direction?
Nah, I was a class clown. Yeah, I didn't do shit.
See that, and there you go. He was crying out for help with the class clown. He was Bobby Hill. So he was basically trying to get his, get his attention by seeking out different situations. You know what I mean? So that's how that takes place, man, when you're dealing with things like this. So you got to be aware of these things, man. So now you got this guy all grown up, all blowed up on Adam 22. You know what I mean? The culture vulture is finally digging into his own culture, and he's doing his job. You know what I mean? But these guys are both out of their lane. But in these days, you can do whatever you want to do, man. So I'm going to let them be the judge. I'm going to let you be the judge, and I'm going to let them tell their story.
It got to a point where teachers wouldn't even give me no schoolwork. I like to hang out. I liked it because it was fun, but as far as getting in trouble, I got suspended a shitload of times. It really got worse, like middle school, high school.
Right.
High school, freshman year, they had me under investigation for selling ecstasy, guns in the school. So we had a whole little situation going on.
So, I mean, you're in elementary school, and presumably you're not really selling any illegal stuff. At what point does that kind of kick in?
I wasn't on shit till middle school.
Okay.
Really, the year before I moved down to Florida.
Right.
So I was with my father for 1 year. I moved in with him. Whatever. He went his way. He kind of turned on me.
So you left the Boston area at what age?
I moved down to Florida when I was 13.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so it's a totally different environment, or?
Yeah. I moved down to Florida within, 2 months. I had my first gun down there.
Really?
Yeah, it was easy.
And you hadn't been thinking about getting a gun when you were in Mass?
Fuck no, but I came down here and everybody got everything. Right. It's a whole nother world. It's a different culture. And, for me, bro, I didn't have shit in common with people.
Now, see, that's what it is. These kids is kids, but when they get a gun, they think they're a man. So that's why all of this senseless crime and senseless shooting and senseless robbery and all this stuff goes on, because these guys are not a man until they put a gun in their hand. But the whole thing about that is they're taking the life of another man for some dumb insecurities that they have about themselves, because they don't know how to stand up and be a man and address their opinion and stand their grounds with or without a gun. So I'm going to let him tell y'all. I ain't going to stew too much into this stuff, man. This is the UGA, man. Subscribe to the station and hit the thumbs up button when you come in here. So I'm going to let Bobby Hill finish telling you his deal, because it's his story, so I'm going to let him tell it.
I didn't like sports. I didn't like this. I didn't like that. So for me, I was attracted to the madness.
Right.
So everywhere I went, I sought out people that was into the shit that I...
You don't like sports, but you got the you rocking the starter gears, you rocking the pro models, and you rocking all of this stuff, just like the, you know what I mean, the black dudes do, because you know what I mean. We grew up around sports. Sports was a outlet for us to get up out the ghetto. You feel me? Sports and music was our ways out, so that's why we clung to the sports apparel and the sports apparel. And then actually, you know what I mean, sometimes they represent their hoods, but everybody had a team and everybody was into the sports, man. So use the culture vulture, and you need to go back to the hill, because that's the only way you're gonna be the king at, because ain't no king in you.
So you could have put me in any environment, I would have found the worst people there, because that's the type of shit I was doing. And that's what I would connect with people on. Oh, you want to fight? Oh, you want to do this? You that? All right, I like you. You know what I mean? So when I went to Florida, that's what I was seeking out. And at the time, when I moved down there, I was angry, because, you know, there was a lot of shit with my parents, abuse and shit, that I really don't get into, because I'm not really on good terms with them right now, even to this day. But by the time I moved down there, I was an insecure, angry 13-year-old kid that wanted to hurt people to feel better about me. You know what I mean?
So there it is right there, man. He was insecure. He was emotionally unstable. He needed some help. Wah, I want my daddy. Wah, I want my mama. Whatever that it was, he needed some help. And that's about it on it, man. I ain't going to get too big into this, man. But this is 1090 Jake on the No Jumper. And we going to end this conclusion like that. We out of here. Hit the subscribe buttons up. Peace.